Looks like this is gonna be how it works for now. No, we're good. Okay. There's a black bar on the top and bottom of the screen right here. And because it's so dark up here, I couldn't see it. And I thought you were only getting like, or I thought you were losing out on like a sixth of the screen. Because on the capture software, the mountains just sort of disappears when I go up here into the more black on top of this black. But no, we're good.
Wake up. Hey, Alex. Wake up, you're lazy.
I am the Fairy King. I'm the entity that unites all of nature's spirits. Listen well, young one. Something bad has happened. Men blinded by greed have revived the Dark Genie. Dark Genie is terribly powerful. Its power is so great that it can destroy the entire world. You saw it, your own village destroyed right before your eyes. Not just your village. In a flash, many villages and towns were destroyed. In one night, half of your world was annihilated. Holy shit. It must be the men from the east that performed the resurrection ceremony. Probably think it uses black demon power for war, without realizing how frightening it is. Darkness itself. Long ago, this so-called Dark Genie almost destroyed the entire world. Its malevolence is that great. The bad thing is that it has the same type of magical power as us, spirits. Unfortunately, we aren't powerful enough to destroy it. Young man, I see that you have a strong will that could withstand the evil power, and also a clear, kind heart. You might be able to fight against the darkness it generates. See, that's why this is Salix and not me. I don't have a kind heart. I have a black, twisted, evil, cynical heart. So, this is Salix. I have decided to stake our fate on you. Let me bless you with power. God bless you. Surprised? It's called Atlamilia. It's a stone with a magical power. Oh, don't look that way, boy. I'll explain now. It might get too bright for your eyes for a moment. Do you know where this is? This is no simple empty lot. This was your village. But do not lose heart. As soon as you have that stone, you can return it to its original form. You see, just before the village was destroyed by that genie, I saved the buildings and people by sealing them to spears called Atla. Those Atla were scattered all around by its tremendous magical power. They were probably blown to different places around the world. It probably thinks everything is destroyed. You must restore the world before it realizes what happened. Absorb that which I sealed in the Atla using the Atlamilia, and bring them back. Then you'll be able to restore the world to its original form. My throat cannot hold out doing this voice for much longer. Holy shit. Oh my god. This is actually surprisingly painful. I need to breathe for a second. Give me a minute. Basically, for the entire time I was doing those lines, I couldn't breathe in because I have to, like, clench the inside of my throat to do that voice. So, I feel like I was just, like, swimming really deep underwater. Anyway, you may even be able to create an even better world than before. You don't is also why it's Salix and not me. I understand that perfectly. Apparently he doesn't, because it's Salix. Oh well. I'll give you another lesson when you acquire some Atla. So long. Hear them. You should be able to hear them. Voices of the wind. Voices of the trees. Voices of the animals. Voices of the earth. They are all calling for your help. Salix. You will probably meet and say goodbye to many people. Talking to these people, you may receive clues for, oh my god, the music is loud. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Oh god. No, no, no. NVIDIA, do not install an update. No. Okay. That's probably better. I hope. Jesus. In talking to these people, you... Okay, take two. In talking to these people, you may receive clues for defeating the darkness. Look for them. I forgot to click back into the game. Game? Oh no. Oh no. The game. The screen is frozen. The screen is frozen, but I can walk around and do stuff. That's not good. 1 second. What happens if I were to do this and then this? There we go. I fixed it. So, what God didn't say is that we also have a really big knife. Like, it's hard to get a grasp on it, right? Like, it doesn't look like that big of a knife, but that's a big knife. Fairly easy to use default weapon. This is the only weapon that can't break. You gotta manage your weapon durability in this game. So we're gonna go to the mayor's house, because the rich man is the only one still alive. Politics will protect you from anything, friends. Aside from JFK. Politics did not protect him. Aside from that, though. Salix, you are alive. Seems like we're the only ones in the village that survived. We never dreamt this would happen. One night, and our village is gone. Can you believe this, Salix? I feel so helpless. I, the mayor of the village, can't do anything about it. What am I supposed to do now? Take advantage of the prime real estate that just opened up. You could start your own new city as the dictator. I guess the only thing we can do is get help from the guardian of Norun village, Dran. Dran will not abandon us. He'll help us for sure. I have a favor to ask, Salix. Go to the Divine Beast Cave and tell Dran what happened. Divine Beast Cave is the cave outside towards your right-hand side. You've probably seen it before, considering you grew up here your entire life. I may be imagining things, but I sense something has changed about the cave. Be careful. It's only called the Divine Beast Cave because, you know, there's deadly monsters in there, and you're like a 15-year-old kid that I'm telling to go in with nothing but a knife. But you know, I'm an old man, so have fun. Break a leg. Literally. This is the cave key. I put the things you might need in your bag for you. Don't get carried away. If you get in trouble in there, come back here. I'll get some more supplies. The surprise being a loaf of fucking bread. Not even a bandage, but a loaf of fucking bread. And some water, in case you get thirsty. Good luck! Dick. Time to rob him. Rob him of the bug living in his attic. The rainbow worm with spikes. Sure he really wanted that. I don't remember if he has anything else to steal. Nothing else to steal. Okay. We stole his bug. So really we probably didn't have a failure there because it was living in his closet. But, you know, it'll be fine. He'll totally be offended by that. So anyway, if you press select, you can do this mode. This is the building mode for building stuff. We don't have anything to build yet. But it lets you go a lot faster than walking from here to there. Yeah. Whee! The Divine Beast Cave. It's full of divine beasts that are also evil and very, very unholy and definitely not divine. Bit odd naming there, don't you think? B1. God. Get out of my fucking way, God. No. No. No tutorials. No tutorials. No tutorials. Fuck you, God. Blasphemy, 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 blasphemy. 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 I've expelled God. Hooray. How do you hit stuff with a knife now that God's not here to say thou shalt not kill? Hey, look! Loot. Atla. For the Atlamelia. Atlamelia is a fun word to say. So we just go through the dungeon. The dungeon is randomly generated every time, every level. We fight our way through for experience. We try not to run out of health because we don't exactly have medicine, because the mayor is not a good person. But we do have a green hat because, remember, we're Sony Link. We're Sony Pseudo Link. By the way, bats suck because they're poisonous. Bats are easily the most dangerous thing here. Not the guys with the giant maces, not the undead skeletons. Bats. Nothing here. So let's go back this way. These controls are a little bit squirrely. It's a little bit hard to just sort of do fine, small turns without just turning the camera. There's the exit, but we don't have the key. Or at least I don't think we do, and if not, we still don't have all the loot. Woo! A big room. Because our first order of business that we want is to get a new weapon. Because as you can see, this dagger's already halfway broken. This dagger will not last long. However, there's a pond. Drink the cave water because the mayor didn't give enough water to drink other stuff. He gave us one bottle. And that replenishes all of your thirst. You get your thirst in the tab left, as well as it replenishes your health. This question mark up here would be a opportunity to go to a sort of, I think it was a sub-level it was called. A sub-level basically means it's twice as dangerous, but there's better loot. And it's like a mirrored version of this map. Oh, that didn't kill him. I'm not used to having such a weak knife. Yeah. See, in order to use this tram car to go to the sub-level, I need to have oil because the wheels are rusted stock. Because oil will fix something that's completely rusted to the point that it can't move. Money. That stand-in powder we got earlier, by the way, basically means that if you die, you can use that to call, basically to phone a friend to come over and, like, get killed for you, basically. Just you use it and suddenly your friend is teleported there. And then they're in the dungeon, with whatever weapon they may hopefully have on them. However, we don't have any friends yet. We're Salix. Salix doesn't have friends. We have one thing of repair powder. We'll use that there. Don't have anything to upgrade the dagger with to make it a little bit better. So the way this game works, by the way, you don't actually level up with experience or anything. However, your equipment does. See how the dagger says 30 out of 32 abs? So basically, as you use your weapons, they get tougher and they grow abs. Basically, the more you kill stuff, the more push-ups they do, right? And when they get stronger, they get better. However, the way the dagger works is if it breaks, it doesn't break and go away forever like other weapons. It reverts back to level 1. So meaning you can never actually be unarmed. However, after this first dungeon area, the broken dagger at level 1 will not do anything at all to anything. It'll bounce off. Anyway, now we've just gotten enough XP to upgrade. So attack went up by 1, endurance went up by 1, speed by 1, magic by 1. So that's a very small increase for now, but it does get better because the upgrade things you get to put in those slots. You notice we only have 2 slots for putting mods on this weapon. However, if you level up a weapon while those mods are on it, they become permanently fused and they don't take the slots anymore. They just become a permanent part of that weapon. Then you have 2 more slots to put new stuff in. That's basically how the weapon level ups work. So you can basically build any weapon to be however you want by putting different mods on it and just upgrading it over. If you want a giant, like, greatsword type thing to be super speedy, you can do that. It's just, you're going to be using a lot more speed mods and when you could be building what's more damage, which would be more beneficial. As far as what weapon I'm going to use for the main game, basically you can take any weapon and use it the entire game because they keep growing with you. So basically, probably whichever one I found first, as long as I don't find one that's inherently better later. We found the key to leave in the final room, go figure. And we got the rest of the loot, then we just run to the exit, and that'll be it. I think usually what I'll probably do is probably 2 or 3 floors of the dungeon per episode. But because there was all that talking at the start of this episode, it'll end after this. Trying to keep these episodes sort of short and sweet, so that I don't have to spend too much time editing. Drink some water, because apparently it's really, really hot in here. Probably because there's giant burning torches every 3 feet, and nowhere for the smoke or heat to go. Because there's the door sealed behind us. So yeah, it'd probably be pretty hot and miserable in here. It's like living with a smoker. Except worse because it's actual smoke. You know, God really needs to get a life. Oh god. Ha ha ha. Seems like you've finally come back with some Atla. Very well then, I shall teach you as I promised. The pieces sealed inside Atla are released by touching the Atla with your left hand, where the power of Atlamilia resides. Buildings and people that were sucked into the Atlamilia will be restored to their original form. Once you bring them back to the ground level, you can arrange them as you wish. By going back and forth between the dungeon and ground level, you can restore the energy... you can restore the earth to its original form. I'm sorry, God is going senile in his old age and saying the wrong words because, you know, he's God-aged. That's your mission as the one who was granted the power of Atlamilia. Now, let us move on. This may get a bit technical. If you wanted to place buildings, etc., you press fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, God, go back to Mary. There we go. We got the Bible. Alright, there we go. Now that God is off to find a new virgin to impregnate, we can... oh, fuck. There we go. Now that God is off to find a new virgin to impregnate without consent, we can go back to this. Although we will do that in the next episode. Bye-bye.